you to add things to your cart and check out. If you come back and visit us to 2 or 3 days from now, there will not be free shipping and we're back to standard pricing, so really take advantage of it. Well, it is that time. We kind of go back to the star, the superstar, Essential1, the world's greatest, most advanced multivitamin, the very foundation of really good health, better health, knowing that we're giving our body what it so desperately needs. Andrew's multivitamin is a game changer. We will put it up against so many of the best sellers out there today and show you some of the differences. If you've wanted to take a multivitamin but you've had a bad experience in the past, it laid heavy on your stomach, it just didn't agree with you, we're going to show you why this is going to be different for you. If you've never taken a multivitamin, or you know somebody in your family who just isn't eating the things that they should eat, let's get this for them and for you. Now, we have to say goodbye, obviously, at the end of this hour. It's your final presentation of our today's special. Here's what we did with the pricing for 1 day and 1 day only. The next time we will do this will be in the year 2020. So on this day in February, you can get Andrew's Essential1 in 50, 100, 200, or 400 caps for special savings compared to what you would normally spend. Because this is a 1 per day product, obviously most people are going to 400 capsules. Normally that will be $169.90. That's what the price will be tomorrow. Tomorrow, if you order, the price will be $169.90. If you order today, it's $79.90. So less than the price of what you typically spend on 200 caps, and you're doubling up. So it saves you $90. Now, we did the math. It's real simple. It's an investment of less than 20 cents per day. So for less than 20 cents per day, you're giving your body what it so desperately needs. I know thousands of you have already ordered today and you wouldn't go a day without it. This is our last opportunity and last chance. This is where it's going to be made. This is a product that will not sit on a shelf for the next 2 years, 1 year, 6 months, however long it may be, waiting for somebody to buy it. The minute you place your order tonight, the good folks that you see behind us will go to work to indeed get this product ready for you, and it will be shipped out immediately. This is a formula that has changed over the years, and obviously today, Andrew, it's better than it's ever been.
Well, it's evolved over the years. We've continued to improve the forms. We've actually, because originally my company the original formula was called Essential100, and that formula goes back 40 years.
Wow.
Now Essential1, it bears little resemblance to that formula from 40 years ago. Unfortunately, most of the leading multivitamins haven't changed much over the last 40 years, haven't changed much over the last 50 or 60 years. But this continues to change, continues to evolve, continues to improve. And one of the biggest improvements was over the years, because we had moved from Santa Monica. We moved to Nevada in 1996. That's over 20 years ago. That marked a moment where we were able, because of the low humidity in the desert, we were able to get more into each capsule, and we're able to shrink the size of the capsule. So today our capsules are smaller than they were originally 40 years ago, and they contain even more nutrition. So that's some of the things that have happened over the years. I was going to read some reviews, and then there's some great science that I looked at earlier today that we went over that talked about how when it comes to a multivitamin, there's pretty much agreement across the board that you could have arguments as to whether you need to supplement this or that, but when it comes to a daily multivitamin, multimineral, those are the essential nutrients that define a healthy diet.
Right.
It's equally well established what those nutrients are as the fact that they're not in our diet, because unfortunately we're not typically eating a healthy diet. And vitamin D, no matter what you're eating, you're not getting the levels of vitamin D. And the healthier diet you eat, you're getting less vitamin B12, and it's poorly absorbed. So it is universally viewed that vitamin D and B12 are among the most challenged vitamins in our diet. And most of us, when it comes to vitamin D, most of us, if we're not supplementing, would be deficient or insufficient. And by most of us, I mean 80 to 100% of us. And the same thing with vitamin B12, a substantial percentage of us would be deficient or insufficient with B12, as well as most of the other B vitamins, as well as vitamin C and potentially vitamin E. So a daily multivitamin, multimineral, as long as it pays respect to the appropriate levels, is really where we need to go. And that's what we've done here. We follow the science in terms of the levels, in terms of the forms, whereas the leading brands have ignored that research for decades, and they still ignore it today. They still put their product in a tablet that consumers don't like because they're hard to swallow. They put artificial colors in the tablet despite artificial colors being universally viewed as not being healthy or not being part of a healthy diet. Yet artificial colors are still in most of the leading multivitamins. It's just hard to believe. But let's read a few reviews from the product, because as much as I could talk about the experience with this product, and that's the most important thing, the reviews speak to that experience even better than I can. So best ever. I absolutely love these vitamins. After just 3 days, I can tell such a difference in the way I feel. I have tons more energy and stamina. I feel like I've been shot out of a cannon. I used them a while back and don't know why I did not reorder. They had the same effect on me, but I will tell you now that I will always be taking these. Thank you, Andrew. And vitamins are not a stimulant. All they simply provide are the tools that our body requires to produce energy, kind of as we were talking about CoQ10.
Right.
Superior formula and value. As an avid fitness and nutrition junkie, I've read a lot of vitamin labels. This is a great formula and a good value. I love that Andrew included vitamin D, one less capsule to buy and swallow. I try to eat pretty well, so I can't say that taking these vitamins turns me into Wonder Woman with energy to spare. I can say that especially on those days that my diet is less than optimal, I feel this helps to fill in most of the gaps. Oh, and it's not huge like some multivitamins. It's very easy to swallow.
Great point.
Energy in a capsule. Unbelievable. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, HSN, for bringing such an outstanding product to us. I felt more energy from the 3rd day of use. I work many hours and am usually out of energy by the evening. One Essential1 capsule gave me the energy I needed to spend time with my 4-year-old without being deflated. I can't thank you enough for such an outstanding product. I will never go without it. I use the healthy hair, skin, and nails, and am amazed by it as well. From Lydia in Virginia, great multivitamin. I've been using a few of Andrew's products for quite some time now, and this is one that I don't want to be without. The quality and ease of taking makes this product so much better than the drugstore ones. I really like that they are gentle on the stomach and are not filled with so many added ingredients that are not good for you. They are more pricey, but in my opinion, are worth it. Today, less than 20 cents a capsule.
Yeah.
Basically the price of a separate vitamin D. Thank you, Andrew, for continuing to bring us wonderful vitamins. So many reviews. No digestion issues with these. These are great vitamin capsules, so easy to take and no digestion issues. Once you try them, you will never want to go back to any hard or large pills. Excellent quality. Another great product. I like the added vitamin D3 in my daily vitamin. I have everyone in my house using these, and I recommend Andrew Lessman to everyone I know. These are easy to swallow and don't hurt my stomach. My teenager finds them easy to swallow too. And a couple of them mentioned the vitamin D, and I haven't really belabored the point. I did mention before that if you're not supplementing vitamin D, most of us are deficient or would be deficient or insufficient. And we have to realize that vitamin D isn't just about calcium absorption. The highest functioning, most important parts of our brain have the highest concentration of vitamin D receptors. So vitamin D plays a critical role in the way our brain functions and having a positive outlook and just having a healthy brain functioning, not just in thinking and memory, but emotionally how our brain functions. Vitamin D is also critical to muscular contraction. If you're an athlete, you need vitamin D levels for adequate muscle contraction. If you're someone who's just aging, then vitamin D is absolutely essential for healthy muscle contraction, so you maintain adequate balance and eliminate the risk of falling or reduce the risk of falling. So vitamin D on its own justifies this opportunity here, and vitamin D separately is the same price as the entire formula. Vitamin B12 $250 separately, the same price as this formula would be separately. So it's a great opportunity. The only bad part about it is at midnight it goes up more than double in price.
And that is important to stress, because what will happen, it happens every time, people will call tomorrow, the next day, and say, I saw Andrew on with that silly British guy and they were doing these vitamins. Can I order it and get it for, you know, the price that I saw? No, we can't do it. It's a one-day only, a today's special. That runs out at midnight. So if you would like to get in, the next time you'll be able to get this type of value is going to be in the year 2020. These are the closing hours. The final presentation is right now. We only have about 20 or 25 minutes remaining. So many points to touch upon. How does this compare to your multivitamins? It's better. It's just better in every regard and every respect. And those of us that have shopped with Andrew for over 2 decades or have listened to Andrew for so many years on television, we already know that Andrew follows the science to give us our bodies what they need in such a better way. We don't talk about other companies because we're looking to bash those companies, and Andrew said that very eloquently earlier. We're just looking at side-by-side comparisons. What does this offer versus perhaps what you've been taking for many years? You know, we're investing in ourselves. We're doing this one thing every day, a few seconds per day. We want to make sure that we're ingesting the very best possible multivitamin. We all want the same thing in life. Ultimately, the ultimate goal is to live a healthy life for as long as possible. By taking a multivitamin, which most doctors would say is a good thing, is certainly going to add to that. Yes, I can tell you I take it every day. I can tell you that every host at HSN takes it every day. I can talk till I'm blue in the face about Andrew, and knowing Andrew behind the scenes, knowing what he puts into every bit of this, that it's all as good as it can be. So many times in life, we are disappointed. There's a lot of hype, but it doesn't live up to it. This, Andrew, and I read this earlier, you once said, expect more from this, and that's exactly what you get.
No, you should expect an exceptional experience.
Yeah.
And we designed this product to eliminate all the typical problems you've experienced with multivitamins in the past, because frankly, they are disappointing. They're tablets, they're hard to swallow, they contain artificial colors. So even if you don't have a problem with swallowing the big tablet, you're swallowing a whole bunch of additives. All the leading multivitamins are that way. And the knockoffs, the copies of them. In fact, I mentioned this before, that most people don't realize it. They think that One A Day or Centrum are the biggest multivitamins out there. I believe that the brands that the retailers make that are copies of that product are actually the largest selling brands in America. Whether it's Walmart or Target or certainly grocery store chain, Kroger's or whatnot, those are even more popular, I believe. So, but again, and they're basically pretty close to copies of those leading brands anyhow. And what I wanted to show is just go over the key nutrients in a multivitamin and give you a sense of how much you get in our capsule. That capsule, yes, it's tiny. And it's tiny certainly compared to the size of their tablets.
Right.
You know, those tablets are large. My capsule is small. And my capsule contains an ultrafine powder, and we add nothing else. No binders to make the ingredients stick together, because remember, when you make a tablet, you need to basically add glue, waxes, binders to make it stick together. Those ingredients don't naturally stick together. So they're adding all sorts of glues to make it stick together. Then they have to add lubricants to make it move through the equipment and eject from the tableting press. Then they have to add other things so it basically takes on moisture and kind of, in a small sense, explodes. So it's going to digest, hopefully, in your digestive tract. What a mess to go through when you could simply start with the powder, put it in a capsule, keep it simple, don't put additives in there, don't put artificial colors, and respect your body when you deliver it. But let's look at some charts here quickly. And first, let's look at vitamin D3, vitamin B12, and vitamin C. As you can see, and these are the biggies: Centrum for adults, Centrum Silver, One A Day men's, One A Day women's, One A Day 50 plus, Complete Equate, Nature Made, Members Mark, Nature Made. And as you go down here, you see we're at 2,000, they're all at 1,000. A few years ago, and I encouraged them to increase their levels, they were all at 400.
Amazing.
So they've come up, but not enough. B12, we're at 250. B12 is very difficult to absorb. So delivering levels like this, especially in the form they deliver it, in the fashion they deliver it, really isn't going to deliver absorbable B12 to you as a consumer. That's why we deliver 250, like a separate D and a separate vitamin B12. When it comes to vitamin C, we deliver a level, I think a meaningful level. We don't want to deliver too much because it would take up too much space, and then we wouldn't be able to deliver all the other beneficial things we do. But again, as you see, typically 60, 60, 60, 75, 120, 60, 60, 180 at Nature Made. As we continue, and I didn't show you all the supermarket knockoff brands because they're basically the same as the leading brands. So vitamin B1, we'd look at all the same brands. They're all at about 1.5. And all of these are the vitamins that are necessary for energy metabolism, fat metabolism, carbohydrate metabolism, blood sugar metabolism. And again, you see the dramatic difference. We roughly deliver 6, 7 times more than all the leading brands. Biotin, the beauty vitamin, that's the level of healthy hair, skin, and nails back 20 years ago. The original formula in 2 capsules, 500 micrograms. They all give you 30. There's one here, there's One A Day Women's, which is actually astounding, delivers 1,000. That's a surprise.
Right.
Selenium, again, selenium and chromium, the two most important trace minerals in a vitamin, multivitamin, multimineral. Again, all of them far less than we provide. As we continue, the most expensive ingredients in a formula, lycopene, lutein, zeaxanthin,
Yep.
the same I talked about before, our B12, the same I talked about, a special form of folate.
Yep.
They basically pretty much give zero in almost all cases. Tiny trace amounts, but basically zero.
They just ignore it. It's
And
amazing.
these are the most expensive ingredients. And then when it comes to vitamin E, and vitamin E and alpha tocopherol, beta carotene, synthetic vitamin E, they all provide. We provide 90 IU of natural vitamin E in our special crystalline form. Beta carotene, natural beta carotene, they all provide synthetic beta carotene. I would not consume synthetic beta carotene, nor would I consume synthetic vitamin E. They deliver in all cases. So unfortunately, that's what you're looking at in those leading brands. Synthetic vitamin E, synthetic beta carotene, lower levels of key nutrients, not the proper form of vitamin B12, not the proper form of folic acid, and not sufficient amounts of biotin to make a difference. So that's what you get with the leading brands. That's not the treatment you get with my Essential1.
And maybe that's why 50,000, 40,000 people have chosen to jump on in today. I mean, I wish everything in life was as easy a decision. I wish everything in life, when we had to make a decision, was so black and white, where it's like, okay, here's this option and here are all the other options. There is not one person watching right now that would ever, based upon that, ever choose any other multivitamin. Who would? Who would? Nobody would. Because the numbers don't lie. I mean, it's right there. This is the best multivitamin in the world today. It is the greatest multivitamin in the world today, brought to you by Andrew Lessman for one day only as a Today Special. There's nothing more that I could ever add that is as compelling as what you just saw. I know today is obviously a stock-up day for most of us who have been taking this for a long time and already know of the benefits, the difference and the impact it's had on our life. But for those of us that have never tried it, today is a day that you'll remember that you tried the best in the world for the first time, and you'll never be without. I want to go over the pricing because I'm very conscious of the fact that we are rapidly running out of time. Andrew started this day with Shannon at midnight. That's when I ordered mine. We're at the end of the day now, so this is the final few minutes, as it were, the final 10 or 15 minutes of our presentation. If you are looking to order, let me grab this first chart for just a second. Here are the options. Naturally, I'm inclined to lead you towards the 400 capsules because as a one per day product, that's obviously the one that makes the most sense. You know, 400 gives you a bit of a cushion, as Andrew said. The next Today Special will be in 2020. That is only $79.90 today. $79.90 for a fabulous decision that you will make every single day. And every day when you take it, when you take Essential1, you will feel better because you know you're doing something good. That price is phenomenal. I mean, a 200 caps is normally $94.90. We're doing double that size for less money, so huge savings. You can't escape from the less than 20 cents per day. And when you put it in that regard, Andrew, how could you ignore that? That's so affordable.
Well, less than 20 cents a day. And also, it just takes a few seconds a day. Most things that are healthy, most things that we're going to do correct in terms of our health, unfortunately, usually requires discipline. Usually it requires effort. Usually it's not pleasant. Most multivitamins aren't pleasant, frankly. They're hard to swallow. They upset your stomach. If you take them at the wrong time of day, it's going to be a problem. This is going to be easy to swallow. It's going to take a couple of seconds. You're going to forget you take it because it's not going to upset your stomach. So this is simple. This is easy. For all that you get in it, and remember, I went through all the numbers of what you get in it. When you consider what you don't get, the artificial colors that are in there, the binders, the fillers, it really is an opportunity at less than 20 cents a day to make a big difference. I was saying before that, you know, when you get a beverage, a cup of coffee,
Yep.
A cup of coffee is typically what, a couple of dollars?
Yeah, or more so.
So a couple of coffees, a couple of dollars. That's 10 days of Essential1. One of those fancy coffee drinks can be like $5 or $6
easily.
I think. That's a month of Essential1. So when you look at this and look at the levels of nutrition you get, that it's like a separate vitamin D and a separate B12 all rolled into a multivitamin. Either one of those would justify the entire investment. I have a chart here. I think it talks about that it's one of the organizations recommending that we take a daily multivitamin because it gives us the insurance of vitamins and minerals, but it's more affordable to get them all together. And there's no better example of that because you get one bottle, one cap, one label, and 25 different nutrients that go into that one capsule. No additives to take up space, just all the goodness you want in that one capsule. And that's why it becomes so affordable.
I mean, there's a lot to obviously kind of recap as we bring this to a close at this stage in the game, but it is those 25 essential nutrients, like Andrew said. You know, these are the things that we have to do and we have to give our body. We talk about other synthetic forms, we talked about different levels, obviously. The most expensive ingredients are in here. One of the disappointing things is that others never change, and even though we're taking a product that perhaps is that healthy part of our day, why would we want to consume something that had artificial colors or binders or fillers? It doesn't make sense.
It's disrespectful that a healthy product should contain artificial colors. And it really sums up I hate to say it, it sums up either the lack of expertise or the lack of caring at those companies that would have them put artificial colors in your multivitamin. Who needs for a multivitamin to be lavender? And when you have another multivitamin that's green, okay, you think, I mean, that's just downright deceptive when it's green because you think, oh, they probably used like chlorophyll like Andrew's Green Foods.
Right.
No. How did they make green? They use yellow 5 and blue 2. Remember in grade school, if you want green, you mix blue and yellow? That's how they make green. So it just is, to me, I find it absolutely baffling, and that's probably the most polite word I could come up with, to ascribe a motive for them to use artificial colors in their multivitamins. And certainly to make tablets when it's well established that consumers prefer capsules. We have to remember capsules are more expensive, and of course, why don't their products contain the lutein, the lycopene, the zeaxanthin, the proper form of B12, the proper form of folate that some of us need because we can't metabolize folic acid? Again, it's all about expense. So their products haven't evolved. It's hard to imagine that in the last 10, 20, 30 years, science hasn't changed sufficiently for them to make a change to their formula. It certainly has changed sufficiently for me to make dozens of changes to my formula. I relish the opportunity to make a great product even better. And we've done that recently. We continue to change the formula. We continue to change levels. If we find a way to improve, in fact, we improved the size of the capsule recently. So it's even smaller than it was referred to as small before.
Right.
So we continue to make it better. We continue to improve the product. And that's what you deserve. You deserve a product that's going to deliver on the promise that you get the nutrients you're not getting from your diet, you get the health benefits you're seeking from those nutrients, and you're not getting additives and binders and fillers and a stomach ache and difficulty swallowing. That's what you deserve as a product that delivers benefits and no problems.
I've always said good products, good brands, and good people deserve to do well. And with this, with Andrew, with ProCaps, with Essential1, it checks all those boxes. It's everything that we would demand. It's everything that we would want. It is baffling, it is disappointing to think that those other brands, we've shown them the Centrums and the One A Days and the Kirklands and everything else, with the artificial that and, you know, different types of ingredients that go into them that perhaps we wouldn't choose, but we don't necessarily know of a better way. And that's why when Andrew stands here and he starts to showcase what this is and how it's made and what's in it, it's like an eye-opener, that light bulb moment, Andrew.
Well, hopefully it's an opportunity. And why I feel very comfortable being passionate up here is it's very easy to return something.
Right.
If you don't love it, you could return it. It comes with a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. I've been doing this for 40 years. HSN has been doing this for 43, 44 years. How many years?
43 years this year.
43 years. So we're not going anywhere. If you want to send it back, there'll be someone to receive it, and it will have cost you nothing. But again, it's an opportunity well worth taking because, as I explained before, whether it's vitamin D or vitamin B12, the numbers in terms of insufficiency and deficiency in the American population are alarming, especially as we look at all the nutrients in a multivitamin. And this is a simple opportunity to cover all those bases, do it for less than 20 cents a day. It won't upset your stomach. All the problems you've had before with multivitamins, you won't have them with this product. It will deliver on that promise, does it affordably, and unfortunately, we only have this opportunity to save so dramatically in our production and with our raw materials to offer this kind of savings today. So we won't be repeating this kind of opportunity again until 2020. So it's going to be at least a year away. So this, unfortunately, is the, and I know that vitamin K2, MK7, our other Today special, that is totally gone.
Oh, wow.
So all the sizes are gone on that. That's totally gone. We were able to last most of the day. Essential1, the smaller sizes, we bring less of that in, so we're dwindling on those. We still have thousands available on the large size, but even that's going to go before the end of the evening.
And we have at this point in time close to 1,000 folks who are placing orders. If you're online as well, that's your fastest way, obviously, to the front of the queue. If you're on the HSN mobile app, you can add it to your cart quickly and check out. Remember, everything in Andrew's line is on special savings. So what product maybe you had your eye on, it might have been Digestive, the Omega-3 product, Breath Plus, I mean, you name it, they're all on special savings today. This product is available virtually every week of the year, and a lot of folks order every month of the year. It's important to know that when we hit midnight Eastern time, the price will go to here. So in just a couple of hours, the price will be $169.90 and worth every single penny. If you order before midnight, you get the biggest savings ever at $79.90 for the most advanced Essential1 ever.
What's exciting about this, if you looked back to our Essential 100 and you compare the product today to our Essential 100 back in 1979, this is a better value. And you'd think, oh, he's probably comparing dollars in 1979 to present dollars today, which aren't worth as much. No, no, no. Just dollar for dollar, this is a better value. And because remember, you're getting a separate vitamin D at 2000 IU. You're getting a separate B12 of methylcobalamin, the natural coenzyme form that isn't available in any leading multivitamin out there. Not one. They all contain cyanocobalamin. Also, when you go across the board, lutein, 1,000 micrograms, lycopene, 1,000 micrograms, zeaxanthin, 500 micrograms. They're really not to be found in the leading multivitamins. We deliver a special form, our methylfolate, a special form of folic acid. For those of you who are like me, can't metabolize folic acid in its straight folic acid form. Again, that special form of vitamin B12. We give you the minerals you want, the calcium, magnesium, manganese. You get all of those minerals, the trace minerals, selenium and chromium. You're also getting, of course, the vitamin C, the vitamin E you want, our special high bioavailability form of vitamin E, and a full B complex. So you're getting all of those in this multivitamin at less than 20 cents per day. It's in a small, easy-to-swallow capsule that won't upset your stomach. And again, these are not like sort of stunt capsules. These are the real capsules, and they're tiny and they're soft. As you can see, you could squeeze it. So your throat doesn't have to yield to some big rock-hard tablet horse pill. It's a small capsule. It's the smallest it's ever been for this product, and it contains an ultrafine powder, as oops, do I have it the right way? Yep, as we open the capsule.
There it is.
And you could always put this in a smoothie at your house, and it's just like dust, and that's your assurance that it will go to work for you. It's also pH neutral, non-acidic. Your assurance that it'll go to work for you, but also your assurance that it won't upset your stomach. Imagine, you swallow a rock-hard tablet like this. You swallow it. You don't chew it. Imagine if all you did is eat all your meals and you never chewed your food. You just swallowed whole pieces of food. Oh, you'd end up with an upset stomach. So what happens when you swallow this big? And especially, much of this is minerals. Minerals tend to resist dissolution. They're not highly soluble, especially calcium and magnesium. So guess what this causes for most people? It causes an upset stomach. And that hard tablet. I can swallow probably 12, 15 capsules at a time. I struggle with one tablet. Tablets are just different when they get in my mouth. They move around. They just don't. For whatever reason, I struggle with tablets. But then, of course, I could swallow 50 capsules at a time, and not all at once, but I'll take them, say, 3 or 4 handfuls, and I don't have to worry about an upset stomach. I do that with 1 or 2 tablets. I worry about an upset stomach. Again, ultra-fine powder, no added ingredients, just the nutrients you seek.
That's really struck a chord with me, and there's a lot of us, I'm sure, out there who have tried different vitamins in the past, and it's the rock hard tablets, and it's not agreed with us, or you suffer from heartburn or indigestion or GERD or anything like that, and it just lays heavy on your stomach. I know from my mom, again, and me the same, you don't enjoy the experience. So although the intention, the good intention is there, you stop doing it because you can't cope with those adverse effects, as it were. That won't happen with this.
And that's something, one of the most common questions I'm asked, or things I'm told, is that, you know, I try your vitamins, but I have GERD.
Right.
And because of that, I can't take any supplements at all.
Yeah.
And I always say, show this to your doctor. It's different. You could even, if you have a smoothie or a beverage, you can open the capsule of virtually every product I make and mix it in. And if you could drink something, you could take my supplements. They're pH neutral, they're non-acidic. If anything, they'll tend to be soothing to your stomach if you're suffering, say, from GERD or things like that. And it's something I hear over and over again. As I always say, one of the biggest obstacles, not one of the biggest, probably the largest obstacle to someone trying my product is the expectation that it's going to be exactly like the other products they tried before. But it's not. And if this product was like every other product, and again, we don't doctor the reviews, we don't edit the reviews, we don't change the reviews. If you went to hsn.com, you'll see a little over 3,000 reviews. I think almost 2,800 of them are 5-star reviews. Yeah. Almost, I think it's 4- and 5-star reviews are over 93%.
Yep. 3-,
4-, and 5-star reviews are over 97%. That's because this product really is different. Again, I could talk till I'm blue in the face and try to convince you that this truly is different, that my only goal in creating this product was to eliminate, to correct, to cure all the problems of the typical multivitamin. Because originally, I took their multivitamins and they made me sick to my stomach. So the origin of my company was to make a product for me that didn't come with the problems that came with the other brands. And that's what started everything, and that's exactly how we make products today. That all our products are designed to deliver on that promise, that they're going to provide the benefits you seek, the nutrients you seek, in their proper forms, at their proper levels, so you get the benefits with no problems, issues at all.
I look forward to this day every single year. I really do. I adore Essential1. I wish we could spend longer on it, but time does not allow. And at midnight tonight, that price goes back up. Still worth every penny, but you are maximizing the savings. So we encourage you, grab it.
And I know we've had to add quantity in some of the smaller sizes.
Okay.
We always make sure we have plenty of the large size, but even that, it's going to be interesting. We've definitely, the demand for this product, when we do this every year, it's an opportunity, and a lot of folks say, gosh, I should have taken advantage of it at the time.
Yeah.
And again, if you don't like it, I think every shipment comes with a return shipment label.
It does.
If you don't love it, you slap that on, you send it back. So it's not that it sounds terrible for me to say this, it's not that I care that you buy this, but I do care that you get an opportunity